Donald Trump has just signed an executive order that sent shockwaves through the justice system, mandating the death penalty for anyone convicted of killing a police officer. Our dear old Donald, back in the Oval Office since 2025, is proper chuffed about it too, telling Congress they don't want to be killed. We're not going to let them be killed. Well, thank goodness for that, eh? Here I was thinking we were all queuing up for a bit of officer offing. Now, Trump's using the tragic case of NYPD Officer Jonathan Diller as his poster boy for this draconian measure. Poor Diller was only 31 when he was gunned down during a traffic stop in 2023, leaving behind a 1-year-old son. Trump called him an incredibly wonderful person and great police officer. It's a right shame, no doubt about it. But is executing more people really the answer? I mean, we're not exactly living in a right dog's dinner here, are we? Meow. This isn't just an American problem. We've seen police ambushed in Chile, shot at checkpoints in Pakistan, and killed on patrol in Benin. It's a global issue, and Trump's solution is about as subtle as a brick through a window. He's not just calling for the death penalty, mind you. He's proposing a whole crime bill to increase penalties for repeat offenders. It's got our allies across the pond raising their eyebrows higher than Simon Cowell at a tone-deaf X Factor audition. The Democratic response was proper mental. Over 10 congressmen walked out in protest, wearing resist t-shirts. They looked about as happy as a cat in a bathtub. Meanwhile, police fatalities in the US have gone up by 25% in the past year alone, despite all the tough talk. It's almost as if complex social issues can't be solved by simply threatening to off more people. Who would have thunk it? But here's the kicker, my friends. This mandatory death penalty malarkey isn't just morally questionable, it's a right pain in the wallet too. These cases can cost states up to 10 times more than non-capital cases. We're talking millions of quid here, and for what? A Columbia Law School study found that 68% of death penalty cases get overturned anyway. It's like paying for a Rolls Royce and getting a rusty old banger instead. And let's not forget, this is the same bloke who pardoned rioters from the January 6th Capitol attack, some of whom were charged with attacking police officers. Talk about having your cake and eating it too. It's enough to make your head spin faster than a cat chasing its tail. If you're as gobsmacked as I am by this news, hit that like button faster than Trump can say, "You're fired." And while you're at it, subscribe to stay updated on all the bonkers happenings in the world of politics.